Dance is secure, and it is Monday, July 28th, 2014, and I'm coming to you with another vlog. Um, and tonight's subject is going to be a subject that I listened to this morning on my morning mindset call with one of my mentors, Paul Hutchings. And it was an interesting call this morning because um, in the call he starts off like normal as always and does, but he got into a part in the book of Law of Success by Napoleon Hill, and he was reading off 7 things listed there, and one of them was psychology of clothes, which caught my attention. Sorry, I'm tired. I've been up early today, went to work, and everything like that. So now I did some other stuff. As you can see, I got my T-shirt on from for my trip to my missions trip to Mexico that I'm going on this next week with my church. So I'm in a comfortable mood and talking about psychology of clothes. Um, has got me comfortable and in the mood thinking for that trip and the packing that I'm doing. But I am now in my work mode, but I didn't want to change. But with that, in this, he was talking about a gentleman who had just come back from the war, back, in the World War One, I think it was. And he had like 3 well worn suits and 2 uniforms, and he went to his tailor, who he had a good standing with and everything like that. So had uh, 3 really nice suits made up. I mean, of the best quality and everything. Spent $375 there, and then he went to another place and had 3 lesser suits and bought a bunch of shirts and stuff, and he all put it on credit to the tune of $675. And we think nowadays that would be nothing, but back in the 20s and 30s, that was a lot of money to go into debt for. But to help do something for what he planned and set out as his way of gaining his fortune back, because being involved in a war, his business, didn't keep going, didn't thrive, and so he came back and he lost everything, and so he needed to get himself back to where he was. So he bought these suits and the clothes to help him get himself in the right mindset. It was also to give that look of authority, and that he's somebody worthwhile to do business with and to get involved with. But he did it more for himself and how it made him feel and how it pumped up his ego, so to speak, and gave him that confidence and that ability to go out and set his sights on what he wanted to do. And I can relate to that because I like nice clothes. I've always liked nice clothes since I was little, and when I dress up, I get that same feeling. I understand that feeling. It's like I kind of walk straighter, walk with my chest out, and I just feel better about myself, and I get a different confidence about myself than when I'm like this or something like that. But in it, because of that, and then he set out with a plan to walk every day at the same time down the street where he knew a big prominent publisher for magazines and books and stuff like that was walking all the time, and he made it his intention to at least speak to him every day, maybe every now and then just say a couple words with him, not take much of his time because he was on his way to work, and he was just being out there making himself approachable and looking like he was somebody worthwhile, but without really cutting into or having to do anything or go in and sell himself or anything like that. He sold the idea of the prosperity, the package, and that's what we all are doing. What we all are doing, we're selling a package. We're selling ourselves all the time, whether it's with friends out and about, or if it's in business, or if it's with our family and stuff and things like that. So we're always, in a sense, selling and putting ourselves out there. So in that, he was putting himself in the right framework for his mind and for him to be able to present himself. That one of these days, when he went with the intention of not saying anything to the eye, but still being there and walking by, and on that day, the guy ended up calling him over and talking to him and saying some comments about how he, look, and having known that he had just gotten back from the war and everything, and that he didn't really have a whole lot of money, so and then he stepped into the idea of the fact that he was gonna start this magazine, and it's Hill's Golden Rules. Now, if you put that together, we studied that Think and Grow Rich book and Law of Success, which both are by Napoleon Hill. So once again, this is him relating his story to how he got to where he is, and the fact that this book is still a book used today. We're studying it, and it's what um, soon here going to be almost 100 years old in the next 15 years or so. That's or 20 years actually. That's a you know big compliment for something that was written that long ago and still has um, effective, applicable laws that can be used today for business or for building a home-based business. That's why we study it, and that's why we go through it. So with that, gets me into the one thing with my, this new product that I'm working with and looking towards. It also has invigorated me because now I have something again that's going to help broaden and expand my what I'm doing, and but yet make it easier for those who are getting involved with me, so they can have that sense of success and ability, and showing others that yes, there's somebody worthwhile, as well as being worthwhile working with me. So with that, make it a simply simple day. I know this has been a little bit longer post, but I think there's some good, valuable information. And if you'd like to learn more, click the link below. It's going to be the link to my new site that will inform you a little bit about what we're doing, and just watch it because there's some key things, and you might not really get it, but if you really pay attention, it'll be worth your time. So thanks. Make it a simply simple day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.